Everybody, welcome to Alaska Raceway Parks Track Talk. I'm your host, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon live on Facebook or YouTube or following it up either one of those platforms later. Be sure to like and share and tell everybody about all of the amazing things that we do up here in Alaska. We are having a blast this summer and it's winding down a little bit. So big thing this weekend was the Beater with a Cheater race was incredible. So much fun. We had it was just such an amazing event. Appreciate, of course, Chevrolet of Wasilla for being the title sponsor for the second year in a row, and want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to all of the volunteers and the employees and everybody who is out here helping with it this weekend. If you saw the racetrack at the end of the day on the Beater with a Cheater event, it was trashed. There were parts everywhere. There was fluids everywhere. There were cars everywhere. The place was incredibly beat up. And the next day we had a NASCAR and NX race, and I am happy to say that it looked like, if you didn't know that we had a beater race and a Pac-Man challenge and a demo derby, you would have not known that we had all those things, because the track was amazingly clean and everything was picked up and all of the cars were removed. So huge shout out to thank you to Patriot Towing for helping getting those going. Rick and Cam did a fantastic job with the Acme vacuum sweeper that we got to use on Saturday to get all of the fluids and stuff cleaned up. They went through and did a whole bunch of laps. So it looked amazing. The event was fantastic. We had so much fun. I had a blast racing, learned a few things, and was not super excited about stuffing the car into corner 2 right away off the bat when we were doing the Pac-Man challenge, but I came back with a vengeance. No, that wasn't the real pace car that I used. That was Dad's other car. And I know it looks beautiful from far away, but trust me, it's not. So had a blast, got to chase down some ghosts, had so much fun. Thanks to everybody who contributed and played along. We had the spectator drag races, and those were fantastic as well. So look for more of those to be coming in the near future. Just overall, it was a fantastic event. So thank you to everybody who showed up, all of the fans and the employees and all of our volunteers, and of course, big, huge shout out and thanks to Chevrolet of Wasilla for being part of that. Upcoming this weekend, we have Drag and Drift on Saturday. The drifters are going to start at 10 a.m. So if you're interested in that, you can come out as early to the pit gate at 10 o'clock. The racing is going to be later in the afternoon. We'll be drag racing at 6 o'clock. Gates will be open, the pits will be open, and tack and stuff like that will open at 4. So if you want to come out on Saturday, you can come out for Drag and Drift on Saturday. It's going to be a ton of fun as well. We had an amazing Lance Mackey race this weekend, and I'm pleased to say that Ty Torkelson took home the big plaque. It was a lot of fun. We did 70 laps, took a halftime at the 35 lap mark, let everybody come out and put fuel in their vehicles, and the fans kind of got to see the pit stops, which was totally a lot of fun. And then we went back to racing. So we did have a couple little incidents this weekend, and I just want to let everybody know that the drivers on Friday night and Saturday are both fine. They were treated and released, got a little ambulance trip just to check everything out and make sure everything was fine. Again, shout out to the safety crew who did a fantastic job of being there and being spot on and taking care of everything and making sure that it was great. Let's see what else I got on my list. I'm doing accounting today, so I got all sorts of notes, random notes on pieces of paper all over the place. So there is also going to be an open practice at the oval track on, let's see, I think that's a Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday, September 2nd. Mann Family Dental is going to be sponsoring that practice. So if you are a Mann Family Dental boy, I'm spacing out today. If you're a customer of Mann Family Dental, so if you go in to see them and get your teeth fixed like I do, it doesn't cost you anything to go to the practice. Otherwise, it's going to be $50 a car. So go in and it's time to go get your teeth cleaned for back to school and stuff anyhow. So go do that. The other thing that I've got on my list as an upcoming event is that our end of the season awards banquet is on Saturday, October 3rd at Evangelos in Wasilla. Tickets are on sale now, and we are over halfway there towards being sold out. So if you haven't bought tickets, you're not sitting at somebody's table, be sure to get online and get those here in the next week or so. I don't think that we will have tickets available at the end after the month is over. So be sure to get in there and get your tickets if you're planning on coming to the awards banquet on Saturday, October 3rd. And that is brought to you by our good friends Bobby and Rose over at Arctic Refrigeration. So, and let's see. Last thing on here is that today is Tuesday, August 18th, and it is primary election day. So if you are in the great state of Alaska, be sure to take a few minutes and exercise your right to vote in the primaries so that we can narrow down all of the candidates for the election that will be held later on this year. So be sure to go in there and get that done. And that, I think, is all I've got on the schedule. Let me see if there's anything in the comments. Chat bleachers is what they call it when I watch the millions and stuff like that. They call it the chat bleachers. So chat bleachers, we talked about the drifting event. Dalton Sanderland is going to be out this weekend to do some drifting, get rid of some tires. We did have a drift exhibition this weekend on Friday while we were doing the Beater with a Cheater race too, and that was a ton of fun. So, and hey to Randall, who's tuning in from Tennessee. So, and David Belcher is also commenting. He's Austin's dad, and he agrees that we had an amazing safety team this weekend. I'm overjoyed with the crew that we have here at Alaska Raceway Park. You guys should be very proud to be racing with these excellent people who are taking care of you. So that is what I've got for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I look forward to seeing you this weekend at the Dragon Drift. And if I don't see you this weekend at Dragon Drift, I hope to see you next week right here in Alaska Raceway Park's Track Talk. Thanks for tuning in.